What do you think about the taxpayer funding going to the Milwaukee Bucks arena? And
I voted against it, and I'm going to vote against Foxconn too. I think that the state does not need to spend $3 billion on something that's as risky as Foxconn. And I think that it's more than a risk. It's an out-and-out gamble. It's a giveaway from the state of Wisconsin. I think it's something that Walker wants to put in so they can claim that he's actually produced jobs. There's no jobs produced yet. And I think it's not only risky, I think that it doesn't make sense. Why should the state have to pay $3 billion to get a company coming here? We got a lot better use for $3 billion than we give away to Foxconn.
Should Madison taxpayers pay for your legal fees?
Yeah, I think they should when I'm exonerated.
What do you think about this F-35 project possibly being brought to Madison? And the fact that eminent domain might have to be used to expand the base?
Happy Labor Day, Miles. Good to see ya.
Okay. Hey, Paul Soglin. What do you think about the F-35 coming to Madison?
What?
The F-35 coming to Madison, and the fact that eminent domain might be used in the process?
I don't know anything about eminent domain.
Well, the fact that they want to bring the F-35 to Madison, Wisconsin, and that eminent domain would have to be used to expand the military base.
I didn't know that. Are you sure of that?
They would have to expand the military base in order to bring the F-35, because it would require more track, basically.
I have not heard that up until your mention.
Here I am, Mayor.
I don't know.
Hey, Paul, are we going to do this here?
Yeah. That's your candidate for governor, Paul Soglin, my mayor, who sometimes swears at me, who knows nothing about F-35 coming to Madison.
Back to Eau Claire this evening and then back here in Madison tomorrow.
As if you were elected governor, would you push to legalize marijuana like we've seen in states like Colorado?
Well, I think we have to take a good look at it because it seems like we're putting a heck of a lot of resources into
passengers
without much to show for it. Certainly medical marijuana, there's no problem at all with that. But I think we need to take a look at it, very seriously take a look at it. One of my sons lives in Colorado. It doesn't seem to have destroyed Colorado by legalizing it. But I want to take a look at the traffic accident statistics. I want to take a look at hard numbers, and I haven't had a chance to do that yet.
And what separates you from candidates like Mary Burke and Tom? What separates you from candidates like Mary Burke and Tom Barrett, who have been unsuccessful?
Well, I come from the western part of the state. I represent Eau Claire in the legislature. I'm a hunter and a fisherman, and I believe in economic equity. I believe in a just society that compensates its workers. I'm not saying that they didn't believe in that. I'm just saying that I'm coming from the western part of the state, and we can see what prosperity looks like from where we are in Eau Claire. You look across the river, Minnesota seems to have their act together.
And you say you're a hunter, so you're a strong supporter of the Second Amendment?
Well, I think the Second Amendment and the Seventh Amendment, they're all amendments to the Constitution that need to be, upheld. I believe in background checks. I believe in making sure that people that have handguns know what they're doing with them. So education, things like that.
And where do you stand on the Foxconn deal?
I'm against Foxconn. I'm against it flat out. As hard as I can be against it. I think it's a terrible mistake. I think sticking $3 billion into one
one industry, one company within that industry is a terrible mistake, because very quickly, once you make an investment of $3 billion, it isn't going to be very long, and that company's going to say we have to retool because of, you know, some technological change in the TV screens and things like that. We'll be in a position, well, they own us. Once you invest that much money in one company, they will own us, and I think that's a terrible idea. I think we need to have homegrown businesses. We need to have support startups. We need to make sure the environment is conducive for startups in our state. Because then we have homegrown businesses that aren't going away. There's also environmental ramifications of Foxconn, so I'm against it flat out.
And where did you stand on the Milwaukee Bucks arena? And did you?
I supported the Milwaukee Bucks arena, and I did that because public-private partnerships make a lot of sense. In Eau Claire, we have the Confluence Center, which has taken our downtown with public-private partnerships. Eau Claire's downtown is, I don't know if you've been there recently, but it's a new downtown. We have economic prosperity from that. I think in the Milwaukee Bucks, it was a no-brainer in terms of legislating. So get more money with tax revenue per year by having the Bucks here than not. Plus, there's a tremendous infrastructure.
But what about the fact that that money came from the University of Wisconsin?
It didn't. It did not come from the university. In fact, there was more money for our education by supporting the Bucks. Our tax revenues statewide went up by having the Milwaukee Bucks not move.
So we cut hundreds of millions of dollars from the University of Wisconsin system?
That's a separate issue. I'm against these cuts, and I think you know it. If you know anything about my record, I was the ranking Democrat on colleges and universities. I have fought the cuts that Walker had from K through 12, from technical colleges and universities. We want new industry. We should be investing in our universities. That's where it's not just new jobs; it's entire new industry.
So you don't see a connection between cutting $300 million from the UW system and putting $250 million into the Bucks arena in the same month?
Well, it wasn't part of the budget. It was a different bill, and it wasn't. You're mislabeling. It's not the same bill. It was a different bill.
But didn't we cut $300 million from the university?
Walker did.
Right. But you did put that money into the Bucks arena.
No, there's a difference between the budget and regular legislation. So you're conflating the two. It's not the same. But thank you. I didn't catch your name.
I'm Tony Evers, and I'm State Superintendent of Public Instruction, and I'm running for Governor of the state of Wisconsin. The reason I'm running is because I think it's absolutely important to invest in our people in the state of Wisconsin. Whether it's young people in the K-12 system, whether it's people that struggle within our society, we've always known this, that the best way to prepare our next generation is through education. The best way to have good economic development and a good, frankly, democratic society is to make sure that people are at the core of what the state government does. That's why I'm running for governor.
This F-35 project possibly coming to Madison, which would require the base to be expanded and possibly involve some eminent domain. What are your thoughts on this F-35 project?
So I don't know all the details of that, what you're talking about at this point. I know that we could be losing what we currently have at Truax, and if the F-35 does come, that would make sure we don't have a loss of jobs in the area on that front. What that exactly looks like, I'm not sure yet, because I believe we're still potentially a year off from a decision. That we're in the final 5 or 6, but I don't know if we have a whole lot more details yet.
Okay, one more question. We still have troops in Iraq and Afghanistan, and Donald Trump is now president. What are your thoughts on this situation?
Yeah, that's one of the areas I guess I worry about the most, especially that 4:30 in the morning tweet that sets some other leader off and you can't put the genie back in the bottle. Part of what we have had a dividend of was when Barack Obama started bringing troops home, and now if we put more troops back in Afghanistan and we try to take this role that isn't maybe our best role, leading in every single skirmish across the United States, it could have some very negative effects. So it's one of the areas I'm most concerned about, and we're trying to get Congress to do a new authorization for war, because we think that we have to be involved. That's what the Constitution says, and everyone's been using it very loosely for a long time.
Oh, one more question. I'm sorry, one more. This is going to be the difficult one. What do you think about Greens and Libertarians being allowed into debates?
I think it depends on who's putting on the debate. I can't tell private folks what to do or anyone else. I think the more candidates you have and the more parties and the more primaries for that matter, it gives people lots of options to take a look at. So I think it's going to be up to whoever the vetting entities are, but yeah, I understand the question of viability. I once ran against a guy from the anti-Masonic mind control conspiracy party. They probably don't need status, but maybe people who, parties that get votes should, and I think that's one of the questions they got to figure out.
Okay.